What's going on, YouTube? What the hell is going on? It's Wednesday, folks. It's Wednesday. Just sitting here taking my lunch break. Put two videos out there already this morning. I did one video early this morning, about 3:30 this morning. I have a subscriber that wants me to do early morning videos. So his name is Jared. Jared, I hope you like the video. It should be coming up on the channel pretty soon. I also did another video with the camera on the front windshield. I figured I wanted to try something different, something new. I want to see if you guys like it or not. Let me know. I know you've seen with the headband and with the camera, with the GoPro on the head. The one thing I like about the GoPro on the head is like when you get out of the truck and everybody can see what you're doing, where you're going. You know, you're getting a container. It's not like the camera is mounted to the window and that's all you see is right in front of you. So the good thing about the GoPro on the head is that you can take it with you, and you know, your audience, your viewers, your subscribers can see everything that you're doing throughout the video, which I like that. But today I figured I would try something else, you know, mounted on the back window, mounted on the front window. I want to get your opinion on the different views, the different angles. You know, it's good to try something new, and if it works, it works. But yeah, I'm taking a lunch break right now. It's Wednesday afternoon. I only got about maybe five more stops left to do, and that's about it. Then I got to go back. I got to clean out the body in this truck, 6141, and I want to make sure it's clean. It's good to keep it clean. You know the reason why I told you to keep it clean? If anybody remembers, you keep it clean, number one, in case you blow a hose back there, because there's a lot of hoses between the blade and the cab, okay? So if you blow a hose and that shit is not cleaned out, the mechanics are not going to clean it out. They're going to tell you, yo, clean this shit out, then we'll replace the hose. So I like to stay on it. A lot of guys, you know, they do the same thing because it's got to do with maintenance, first of all. That, let's say, you know, you don't clean it out, it's just going to pile up, and guess what? It's going to turn into like a block of concrete. Then it's going to take you forever to clean it out. So I do it twice a week. You know, a lot of guys that drive garbage trucks, they clean out in front of the blade. I clean out here twice a week. And it's just a good thing to get into, a good rhythm to get into. Do it on a Tuesday, do it on a Friday. I pick 2 days, and that's what I do. But like I said, it's just a good system to get into when you drive a truck, because now, you know, even if you use the truck for 1 day, don't put it on the next guy for him to have to clean out your shit, basically. You know, if you're using your truck, this truck, and your truck is down, which in my case, 6640 has been down, you know, I've been using this truck. So no, I'm not going to go back to the yard and say, oh, fuck it, let the next guy do it. No, you can't do that. Proper maintenance, man. It makes you look good. And for the next guy, oh, Dan drove the truck, so I'm sure Dan cleaned it out. You know what I mean? One hand washes the other. So if somebody else now, when I get my 6640 back tomorrow, and I gotta, you know, I'm using my truck, and then somebody else breaks down, and they gotta use 41, well, guess what? The body is clean. They don't have to worry about it. So when they're done with the truck, they'll clean out the body, you know, make sure they fuel it up, make sure they do DVR. A DVD-R is a very important piece of paper. As a matter of fact, it's a federal piece of paper. So when you do your pre-trip in the morning, okay, and you mark up, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm sure everybody out there in the trucking world knows what a DVR is. It's a driver's vehicle report. That's what it is, basically. So in the morning when you get to work, you know, you do your paperwork, you fill out your route sheet, your time you arrive, the mileage on the truck. The DVD-R is right here, okay? The truck you're driving, your name, the mileage, the date, the location you're pulling out of, and the time you're leaving the yard. Now, all this information down here, you just check off everything is okay. Okay? You make sure you check everything off. You do your walk around the truck early in the morning. You check the tires. You check the lights. You check everything that you could see. Make sure the backup alarm is working. Put your four-ways on. Make sure the four-ways are working. Your headlights, the high beams, your marker lights. And before you leave the yard in the morning, it only takes 5 minutes. If you see a marker light out, if you see a tail light out, just write it up. Just write it up. There's a whole bunch of things, tail lights, brake lights, turn signal lights. Just write it up. And then at the bottom, down here, it's where you fill out for your tires, okay? I put okay, 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 but sometimes what's required is you actually put the tire pressure when you check that tire. So you write down the tire pressure, 100 pounds, 90 pounds, 70 pounds, whatever the case may be, you write it down. And then you sign it. Then you sign it at the bottom. Okay? So, that's my phone. I don't even know who that is. But anyway, you sign it at the bottom. Then at the end of the day, when you go back to the yard, you know, you fill out your route sheet. You take your DVD-R and you go through it. You do your walk around, your post-trip inspection. You fill it out. You mark off anything that's wrong. Anything that's wrong. You even make sure that your fire extinguisher are mounted on the side of my truck. That's where mine is mounted, on the side of the truck. Make sure that it's in the green. The arrow is in the green. That tells you it's still good. If you have a spill kit in your truck, make sure it's still good, that it's in the truck. Your reflective breakdown triangles, make sure they're in the truck. And you just go through basically everything that you need to know for your safety, and basically cover your ass that everything is good, everything is working, the brakes are good. Like when you pull the parking brake on a hill, does the truck roll? Well, if it does, that's a sign. Yo, listen, there's a problem. My brakes are no good. It needs to be adjusted. Needs slack adjusters. It needs something. But you know, I've been around a long time doing this stuff. I know the signs. I know what to look for. Even a simple little thing is a turn signal. Might be just a bulb. Maybe something you could do yourself. Maybe the mechanic is busy. Maybe he's tied up on another job. Maybe he's like, oh, Dan, just leave it outside. Just get the bulb. Say, yo, give me the bulb. I'll put it in. It's no big deal. So, you know what? He'd appreciate you doing that, too. Maybe like me the other day, these marker lights on the cab, on the Mac, okay? It's an orange cover. It just snaps on. Simple shit. So, I said, Mike, you got any of those orange covers for the marker lights in the front of my truck? I said, one of them fell off. He goes, yeah. All right, so let me have it. So, he gave it to me. I went outside, put it on. Done deal. Sometimes, you know what, if you could do it yourself, do it yourself. Like the one day, my light up top, to see my oh my God, my containers in the morning, my work light. What happened was a piece of wood fell down and broke the wire, okay? Now, it doesn't take a genius to have to fix a wire. So I got my cigarette lighter that I have in the truck. No, I don't smoke. I just carry it in case I need to do something with it. So I got the cigarette lighter, you know, took the cover off both ends, put the wire back together, put electrical tape over it, and that was it. Now the light's working. So that's just another example of, you know, some things that maybe you could do yourself if you have the time to do it. This way you're not tying up the mechanic. Another big thing is check the air in your tires every day you get in. On our tires, we run 100 pounds, okay? 95, 100 pounds is good. You check them every day. Actually, the company gives us a tire gauge. Keep it in your truck. I don't have one in this truck because this is not my truck. But when I go back to the yard, I'll check them out to make sure they're good. And Also, another thing that leaks on these McNeilus bodies is the slop door. The slop door is where you clean out all the shit in the body, okay? From opening and closing that slop door, there's a seal inside the door. From opening and closing, wear and tear, you know, they wear out. So that tends to, that start leaking. The water comes out, so no matter how tight you make it, it still leaks. So that's another thing you need to tell the mechanic. You need a slop door seal. The back door, over time, like this is an older truck, it will start to leak. It's not that bad in this truck at all, but it will start to leak over time because, you're constantly opening and closing the back door. So it's going to leak eventually. But what I wanted to talk about today is basically going over your truck for your safety, for the safety of others. When you go out there on the road early in the morning, you're not worried about something is wrong, I need to fix that when I get back. No. My supervisor's there at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? If I have an issue with the truck and there's another truck to take, I'll take the other truck. I mean, if it's something major, like if you have an outside flat tire, or the brakes don't feel right, when you step on the brake, the truck rolls. No, do not take the truck. I would take the other truck. Then when the mechanics come in, by the way, that's another thing that my boss changed. Now we have a mechanic at the shop at